Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video, we will be looking back on my old Pokemon DS game save files. And I quickly gave a sneak peek at all of these save files just to see how interesting they might be. And after looking at it, I thought I played all these games a ton. Well, except for Moon, because I've just gotten that in the past few years. But definitely with Pokemon Black, 2, and Y, I thought I played these games like crazy when I was younger. Or after looking at how many hours I have in those compared to the Switch ones lately, I barely even touched the games. So with that, let's get into it. And the first game we'll be looking at is Pokemon Black 2. Now that I have Pokemon Black 2 ready to go, let's see how many hours I had in this game as a kid. And I know I was definitely surprised when I saw how many hours I had in the game and how low of a time it was with how much I did play this. I was surprised to only see 26 hours of playtime. Because I remember every day after I got home from school or I was waiting for my mom to get off of work in the car, I would start playing this like crazy to pass the time, and just because I couldn't wait to get back on it. And on the weekends I would lay around on the couch most of the time playing this game, and I thought I spent more than 26 hours doing that. But as you can see too, I also have all the badges and 189 Pokemon in the Pokédex. And then I have no idea what the C gear is after all these years. I guess I've never cared enough or just forgot about it to even Google what it was. But yeah. So let's see what my Pokemon party is looking like. I get Emboar, who I chose as my starter. And then Lucario, and I have no idea why Onix, Staryu, Gligar, and Drifblim are in my party. Oh, it looks like it was for the TMs. It looks like these were the only Pokemon that could learn them. And remember when you had to click on the Pokemon to use different TMs? Yeah, it's way better nowadays. And now let's go into the Pokemart and see what's in my PC. And this might surprise everyone with how shocking this PC is. And yeah, this is all the Pokemon I have in the first box. I have a Patrat, a Gothita, a Seviper, a Liepard, Frillish, Clink, Zorua, Carablast, Shelmet, Trubbish, Mixino, Azumarill, Deerling, and then it's just, yeah, I barely caught Pokemon in my older games because it took until box 7 to see any other Pokemon, and I think Boldore was one of my main team members, if I remember right. And then in box number 8, just I have a random Gothorita by itself. And yeah, I have barely any Pokemon caught in this game, and I spent 26 hours in it. And another shocking thing is, I don't think I've beaten the Elite Four in this game. And after looking at that in some of these games, I thought that might make a cool video idea. Me trying to defeat the Elite Four and all of my DS Pokemon games. Let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in that video or not. Because that's going to take a lot of time and effort. So I'm willing to do it and interested in doing it, but let me know in the comments. And I guess I don't really know what else to show off in this game, except for, I guess this is different too. You had to go into your bag to get to your town map and to open it up and go places. So with little things like this, you can definitely tell what they changed to improve the games and what they decided not to. And I'm not really sure what else to say. Oh, I guess the last thing I'll say about this game is this is one that I wish I could go and replay it for the first time again. Because I've wanted to replay this game for years now, but I haven't wanted to get rid of my original save profile. So unless I can somehow get my copy on a White 2 or something, that'll probably never happen. And yeah, let's move on to the next game. Game number 2 is Pokemon Y, and now let's see how many hours I had played in this game. And looks like it's about 10 hours or maybe a little less than that, more than Black 2. And just by the Pokédex, you can see I maybe caught more Pokemon. I know some of these games throughout the years I've came back to have caught more Pokemon, so this might be one of them. But I'm not sure, and again, I got all the gym badges, and let's see what else is on this save profile. And I'm on Victory Road right now. Which again, I don't think I've beaten that in this game. So I'm not even really sure where to go to get to a PC or anything. So I'm assuming this leads, yep, I was assuming this was gonna lead into a town. And here's a Pokemon Center, so let's enter that. Let's head over to the PC. Or I guess before we do this, let's see what my party was in this game. I almost forgot to do that right away. So I have Yveltal, Charizard, Greninja, who I chose as the starter, Lucario, Zygarde, and Mewtwo. This looks like I went back after YouTubing this game one night and caught all the legendaries that I might have forgotten about. But this looks like a team that I would use, so this isn't like the Black 2 save profile where I have no idea why I'm using certain things until I realized it in the video is because of their TMs and stuff. And now let's head into the PC and see what I caught. Let's organize the boxes. We'll head to box number 1, and as you can see, those other boxes weren't very full. And box number 1 is decent. It has... You can tell I went after Pokemon more. I might have used the Snorlax on my team, probably, while I was playing through it. If you were able to use a Snorlax for a playthrough team in this game, I don't remember. Just like Black 2, if I didn't want to preserve my original save profile, I would definitely replay this game over again. Yeah, it looks like I just... Oh, and then the 3 monkeys. I was gonna say, it looks like I just went... Or, this looks like I came back and... Like I've came back years later and started catching stuff type of thing. But then I saw these monkeys and I got distracted. These monkeys get way too much hate, in my opinion. I get their fully evolved forms are ugly, and I won't disagree with that. Simisage is probably the best looking one, but when they're in their baby forms, maybe I'll have those in later boxes, maybe I don't. I probably don't, because I probably used the stones to evolve them all and regretted it without realizing it. I was young when I played this, so I don't know what I was thinking. But I really like this monkey trio. The baby forms are definitely better, but yeah, they get way too much hate. Then randomly in box number 5, I have a Badoo and a Tyrant. And then this must have been a trade Pokemon you got in this game or something. I definitely would not or did not name the Pokemon that. And then I'm pretty sure I had Talonflame on my playthrough team. That I'm pretty sure about. Box number 7 looks like... I don't know what I was gonna say. And then they added more boxes starting in this game. Because I think the max amount in Black 2 is 8 or 9. And they upped it to 15 now. And I caught a few more Pokemon than in Black 2, but not by much. And let's move on to the next game. Now we got Omega Ruby as the next game. And the official playtime is 22 hours. And that's because I did restart this game and got rid of my original save profile. So this is my second playthrough profile of the game. I'm not really sure how to word that. So that's why there's so few hours on this. But I did get all the badges and everything still. And I remember I restarted this because I hadn't played the game in a long time. And I was stuck on like by the bike path or something like that. And I did not know where to go, and I hadn't played in a long time, so I didn't know where I was story-wise at all, so I just decided to say, yeah, just restart it. I don't know where I was going with that. But my team on this game is Rayquaza, Groudon, Blaziken, who was the starter I chose, Heatran, a legendary I definitely came back to this game and caught after finding out on YouTube. Lanoon, which I think was just a TM thing that I had on the team. And then Latios. And no, Pokemon Y was the first game I played with Megas. Because I remember getting Mega Lucario in this game and just how insane that Lucario was. And I'm pretty sure Mega Latios in this game. It is Mega, right? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a Mega in this game too. But I think I'm getting confused. I don't know where I was going at with that. Either I used Mega Latios first in this game or Y. Whatever game you get it. When you go to the island with, oh, I forgot his name. When you go to the island with that person and get the red or blue orb, and then you have whichever one the orb is related to. That was either in Y or this game. I don't remember. And now we'll go into the PC. And box number 1 is halfway full, or almost halfway. Got a lot of low level stuff, it looks like, in here. With the highest level being a level 26 Voltorb and Dustox. Box number 2 looks like just level 30 or so Pokemon. Kecleon, which is a cool Pokemon with just how it disappears and then appears. I remember running into it in the Treehouse Forest Town for the first time, and it kind of gave me the creeps how you like had to sneak around and not get caught by it. So I thought it was kind of creepy at first, but now over the years it's a really cool Pokemon. And then we got Rockstar Pikachu. which you got from what you got for competing in the fashion show thing, which I completely forgot about. But Rockstar Pikachu is pretty cool. Then we got a random Mawile and Walrein in a box together. And that's probably all the Pokemon. And then, how is it that a game that came out earlier than this one has more box space than the later version? This Pokemon Y had 15 and this only has 7? I get this was like a remake of sorts, or whatever word you want to use, of I don't know what I'm trying to say there. I'm assuming you guys know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not sure how to say it. This is like the revamped remake of whatever game that this is based off of. But yeah, I'm just gonna move on from there now. And I don't really think there's anything else like different. Oh, I guess the map. This is one of the first games where it's on your bottom screen and you can like move around where you want to go. Oh, and you don't have to click on the Pokemon and then use move to get around in this game. So I've just been rambling a lot, so I'm just gonna move on to the last game. Now we have Pokemon Moon, the game that I've had for the least amount of time. I don't remember exactly when I got this game. I think it was somewhere around 2020. I think it was a few years after 2020, so like between 2020 and 2022 is probably when I got this game. And I had never played the Alola, or I can't say the region's name, it's a tongue twister for some reason. But I remember having never played these games and seeing my nephew play Ultra versions of them and thinking they looked cool. So I saw this game for cheap and decided to pick it up and give it a shot. And it looks like the playtime I've had was only 20 hours. And I think that was just me defeating the game, attempting the Kahuna trials or whatever instead of the Elite Four a time or two, and then I kind of just quit playing. So that 20 hours doesn't surprise me with how low it is in this game. And I chose Moon specifically because they had Sun and Moon. I thought about getting both, but I didn't want to spend that much money, so I just went with Moon. And I did that because in Pokemon Sword and a few other games at the time, I had already used Solgaleo a bunch, which is the one I prefer out of these two box art legendaries. But to switch it up and use Lunala for a while, I went with this version. And now the Pokemon I'm using on the team are Lunala, Decidueye, who I chose as my starter, Dugtrio, Beware, Executor, and Toucannon. And I was specifically trying to use a bunch of Alolan Pokemon that I've never used before on a playthrough team or just in general. I was trying to be like theme specific to the game. And this is the first game with Rotom as your companion. I think that's the best word to use for it. And you don't have to choose someone's PC or anything. I didn't realize that. And box number 1 is actually about full. So that's a surprise compared to how the other games have been. And honestly, even with this being the newer game that I've played, I don't remember the story very well. I remember thinking it was just dragging on and a lot of cutscenes and all that stuff. I remember like just wanting to be over. It was good, but I remember just wanting it to be over towards the end. And wow, this is the game with the least amount of caught Pokemon. I only have Pokemon in box number 1. You can tell I was just trying to level up and get through the game and not caring about catching. That's crazy how much I didn't care about it. But yeah, I guess I really don't know what else to say about Pokemon Moon that I haven't already said. And since you can see I barely caught anything, and I already explained the few new features that I can think of. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time.